Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy Navratri to all of you. I'm sure most of you must be fasting these 9 days or must be eating only vegetarian food. So I thought why not include a vegetarian thali in today's video. And to the people who don't know what is a vegetarian thali, especially to my Mexican friends, basically when you go to a restaurant in India, you usually get a vegetarian thali or a non-vegetarian thali. It's a plate with rice, chapati, or sometimes puri, and with different types of curries. So today I will show you how to make a vegetarian thali at home. For that, I'm first preparing chapati here with some whole wheat flour, salt, oil, and I'm mixing it properly with water and making a dough. Make a soft dough and keep it aside for some time. And now to make the dal, we have to take the tur dal and masoor dal together and wash it properly and soak it with some water. After half an hour, add some tomatoes into this soaked dal and also green chili. You can use any yellow dal basically, but I usually use a mix of these two. I cook the dal or lentils in the Indian pressure cooker, but you can cook it in a casserole and then mash the dal properly. Now take a saucepan, add ghee and oil. Ghee is very important because that gives the flavor to the dal. And then add cumin seeds, garlic. The tempering can be your choice according to the things that you have at home. Here I added cumin seeds, garlic, and then onions and dry red chilies into it and then fry them really well. After a couple of minutes, add turmeric powder, chili powder according to the taste because some people like it spicy, some people don't like it spicy. And add the cooked dal. My dal looks thick here, so I'm going to add some water. But if you like your dal to be thick, you can leave it here and just let it boil. But I'm adding some water to adjust the consistency. Mix it well and add salt at this moment. Also taste and see if the salt and chili is enough. And add some cilantro leaves at the end and your dal is ready. For the next curry, we need eggplant, potatoes, tomato, green chili and ginger garlic. So here I'm making the paste of ginger garlic and we are cutting the eggplant into small pieces. This dish has to be eaten with chapati or puri or even with the rice, but they taste good with chapati and puri. So here I'm cutting the eggplant into small pieces and then I'm peeling the potatoes and also cutting them into small pieces. Also slit the green chili. You can take the green chilies according to your taste. If you want it spicy, you can take more green chilies. It's better if you use a non-stick pan for this because this stays really good if it's fried properly. And it's better if you take non-stick so it doesn't stick to the bottom. So in the hot oil, I am taking some cumin seeds, green chili and onions and fry them for some time. Add little salt now. If you want, you can add enough salt right now, or you could add some salt that is sufficient for the onions, and later when you add vegetables, you could add more salt. So now I put the ginger garlic paste and I'm frying it for some time till the raw flavor is gone. Once the onions change color, add the potatoes into it and let it fry for some time till they change color. The ratio of potatoes and the eggplant can be according to your choice. For example, if you like potatoes more, you could put potatoes more. So here I'm adding turmeric and then chili powder. I put it sufficient enough for the whole curry. And now mix it well and let it cook for some time. In case you want to save time, then I would suggest to put cooked potatoes. But the taste is completely different if you fry the potatoes and then let it cook with the lid closed. And after 5 minutes, once the potatoes are completely cooked, add the tomatoes into it. You can add tomatoes according to the gravy you want. I added around 3/4 of a tomato. It's quite a big one. So now again I close the lid and let the tomatoes to be mushy. And after a couple of minutes, once the tomatoes are cooked, now you can just mix it well and add the eggplant into it. Eggplant doesn't take much time to cook. I think it will just take around 3 to 5 minutes. Now it might look that the pan is very small and the quantity is more, but after some time the eggplant is going to cook and the quantity is going to reduce. So cook it with some coriander powder and garam masala powder. In case you don't have that with you, then you can add cumin seeds powder or curry powder that we get here in Mexico. Add some water in case you feel that there is no water in the gravy because we don't want the masalas to be burnt. So add some water, mix it well and cover it and cook it for some more minutes so the masalas get mixed into the eggplant. Cover it and cook it well. Don't forget to check in between. And once you think that the curry has combined the masalas and the vegetables together, your curry is ready. Garnish it with some cilantro leaves at the end. So now we're going to make a vegetable fry. I'm using broccoli here. We don't get all Indian vegetables here, so I just make a vegetable fry with the vegetables that we get here. So here I'm taking out the florets from the broccoli and I'm making small pieces with the chopper that I have. I use a chopper because I want it to be really fine because my kids and my husband don't like this vegetable a lot. So I make it into a fine powder so it doesn't look like broccoli anymore. So here I'm taking oil in my pan and adding some black mustard seeds. We get mustard seeds here in the local market. And then adding some split urad dal. In case you don't have this available, you can directly put onions and a green chili. And I'm also adding Indian curry leaves. I have this plant at home, so I'm just using that. And add the onions and green chili and fry them for some time. Add garlic and then cook it for some time till the color changes. Add some salt to it and then add the broccoli. Most of the time I make all the Indian vegetable fry in this manner. I use beetroot, broccoli, beans, carrot, whatever vegetables I get here, I make the fry like this. So the method is the same, just the vegetable changes. So add some water for the broccoli to cook. Sometimes broccoli releases water, but sometimes it doesn't. So sprinkle some water and cover it and cook it till it is done. And once you feel that the water has been absorbed, now add some grated coconut and that's it. Your broccoli fry is ready. Coconut gives an extra flavor to the fry. Just the broccoli fry doesn't taste that great. I like it when I add this coconut at the end. If you want, you can fry it further, but I guess if you fry more, the nutrition level goes down. So I tried not to fry that much, and broccoli is ready. Now I'm making the beans and carrot fry. I try to use choppers so carrots are cut into fine powder. And now I'm making this vegetable the same way as I made the broccoli. Just add some oil, black mustard seeds, the split urad dal. We get all this in the Indian store. If you haven't seen my video about the Costco and the Indian store, please check it out. There is one Indian store here in Querétaro. Then add onions and green chili and the Indian curry leaves. Add salt and then add the vegetables. Here again you can add some water for the vegetables to cook, or you can keep it in sim and let it cook by its own vapor. It's your choice. So I sprinkle some water and I'm closing the lid and letting it cook. And once the water gets absorbed and the vegetables are cooked, add the grated coconut at the end and that's it. Your vegetable fry is ready. So now that dal and curries are ready, now we're going to make the sweet. It's called suji ka halwa or kesari in South India. So here I'm taking half cup of semolina, which is suji in India. we fry it in 1 teaspoon of ghee. Fry it till it changes color and a nice aroma of semolina comes out. And add 1 cup of hot water. It's usually double the amount of the semolina that you're taking. Keep the flame in low and mix it well, because here the process is very fast. Semolina starts absorbing the water and it becomes really thick fast. So keep mixing it so there are no lumps that are formed. At this point, you can add color to this. This is completely optional. Usually there is an orange color in the kesari that we get in South India. So I'm adding a little color into it. Usually when I make it, I don't do it. So here just for the picture, I added some color. And once it becomes little thick, add half cup of sugar. Sugar is the same quantity as you take the semolina. And now after adding the sugar, obviously it becomes little liquidy because the sugar starts melting. And now again keep mixing it till it becomes little thick. And then add 2 or 3 tablespoons of ghee. The more ghee you add, the tastier it's going to turn out. So it's up to you. So here I added around 2 tablespoons of ghee, and you can see how buttery it looks. Adding ghee at the end definitely increases the taste of this halwa. And that's it. May just wait till it becomes a little more thick and then add cashew nuts or whatever nuts that you like at the end. While all this was getting ready, I also kept rice in the cooker, and now I'm going to make some chapatis. So the dough was resting for 15 to 20 minutes, and then I started spreading the chapati into small round circles. And we can make chapatis or pulkas, like for example here I'm making chapati where I'm cooking on both the sides on the tawa. This is one method, and the other method is like cooking the chapati on both the sides but not completely, and then you cook this on the stove top. I usually don't like to put it directly on the stove top, so I use this grill and then just keep it on top of the stove and it puffs up like a balloon. If you want, you can add the ghee at the end on top of it. That's it, your chapati is also ready. And now this is how my Indian thali, vegetarian thali looked, and my family really enjoyed it. So I hope you liked this video of mine. Do try to make this at home and let me know if you liked it. See you in the next video. Bye.